Just as quickly as we came, it's time to leave London.
We are in a rush, as always.
We're just waiting for an Uber now to take us to London Crossroads train station, and we're gonna take a 5-hour train ride. Honestly, I've not been impressed with Uber service in London. It's incredibly slow, and they always seem to never be able to drop you off or pick you up where you ask them to on the app. Ollie, we literally made it in the nick of time. It is incredibly easy to take the train in Europe. It's also cheap, and it's kind of relaxing. You just sit there and gaze out the window, pondering life. What will my next move be? Where am I headed? Am I a loser? Whoops, I'm pondering right now. Anyways, perhaps the best part of this train ride is that it gave me some time to edit on a trip where that time is incredibly limited. I'm just exploring right now, trying to get to the train car that has food. The food bar, I think is what it's called.
Actually, can I get a croissant as well?
Of course you can, yeah.
Ended up just getting a croissant and a Diet Coke. Trains offer a magnificent way to see different landscapes wherever you're traveling, and of course, this is no exception. I suddenly find myself wanting to go to all of these places. Just look at this cute town, or this coastline. Don't think you get this kind of view from the air. Welcome to Scotland.
It's cold.
As soon as you step off the train, Edinburgh impresses.
Yeah.
What's the hairy bit on your thing for?
It gets rid of like wind noise.
Okay, but for video?
Yeah, for video.
Okay, that's what we were thinking, but I was like, maybe it's some special light thing.
No.
Just walked over to this thing. We don't really know what it is. A short walk led us to this bar. Holly got the fish and chips. I got the steak and pie. What happens next was punishing. Holly has us going to some graveyard that involves walking up 5 million steps. Listen, before you think, Lincoln, you're just fat, I would command and conquer those steps. Understand that I'm carrying a 30-pound backpack on my back and a 20-pound messenger bag around my neck.
I'm dying. We just walked from all the way down there, up, all the way to up here. Wow.
I'm incredibly winded. Oh my goodness. After a short walk, including catching one of those iconic red phone booths, we made it to Greyfriars Kirkyard. Holly has led us to a cemetery. Holly loves, for some reason, cemeteries, don't you?
I do. They're
Why?
so wonderfully spooky.
The cemetery includes burials from the late 18th century onward and was not only a special source of inspiration for J.K. Rowling, but it's also rumored to be haunted. After another long walk filled with beautiful Edinburgh architecture, we made it to the hotel.
Thing on the 3rd floor, you've got all this nice fancy space that we're not going to use to put your clothing. Of course, you got your coffee set up. There's a mini fridge in there. There's nothing in it. Yes, a fancy bench seat that I've overtaken with my shite. Nice TV area. Bed area, 2 twin beds smushed together. A nice, beautiful photo. A sitting area made of pleather. And then entering the restroom. Overall, pretty nice restroom. And while you're cleaning yourself, I'll have a giant sheep staring at you.
And that is a room tour of the Leonardo Hotel in Edinburgh. Let's take a look at the view outside of our hotel room. We can see inside these people's apartments. Maybe they'll invite us over for tea and crumpets. We are out and about here in Edinburgh, and it is cold AF.
Holly's taking us to an Irish bar in Scotland. What'd you get, Holly?
Irish stew.
The Irish stew?
The Irish stew.
I got a burger.
Well, besides the fact that we went to an Irish bar in Scotland, dinner was quite good.
Quite.
As I'm walking around these cities on this trip, I'm thinking about my camera and how inadequate it is in low light. I have the Canon 80D and it's just grainy in low light. And so it's just disappointing because you check your footage after the day of shooting and you're like, this doesn't look as great as I remember it, right? And then I watch these Sony users and their shit looks amazing all the time. These are nifty 50 clips. Still some noise to them, but much cleaner than some of my lenses that aren't as fast. But again, still a decent bit of noise. I mean, it's pretty much an undeniable fact that the nifty 50 is obviously better in low light because it's f1.8. But even still, the ISO's getting jacked way up. And if it's really dark, then you're still gonna be getting a ton of noise. It's just super disappointing. There are lenses out there that can help, but alas, the 80D will still struggle in low light. And on that note, it's time to say goodbye. Bon voyage, vlog. Until tomorrow.